Hey, what's up, Coach? Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 162. And before we dive into today's episode, make sure and leave us a review on iTunes. Send this episode to another coach. Post it to social media. Do whatever you got to do to help out the show. And let's dig in to the episode. So today's title is Mental Toughness in Your Business. And I'll be the first to tell you, when I was a kid, and just looking back on it, because I look at all the kids that I train, I do think that for many years I was very mentally weak. Anytime I'd face adversity, I'd run away from it. And really what started to happen was, as I started to develop more with soccer as a kid, I started to gain more confidence. And I had this coach when I was 14 years old. I remember I was playing in a game, and I was playing against kids that were a year older than me. I always played a year up. And we're playing in this game, and I went into a 50-50 challenge. If you're a coach in a different sport, really, it just means I was about to slide tackle and try to win the ball from the opponent. And I remember going into that challenge very vividly. I went in very soft. And the dude who tackled me won the ball. I remember I fell and I smashed the ground. And I didn't want to be part of the game, the rest of the game, because I was scared of that guy. I went in very weak, like a little snowflake. And he won the ball. And it was embarrassing and it hurt. And I remember my coach pulled me to the side at halftime. And he was like, Ben, you are mentally weak. Like, you need to develop mental toughness if you want to play at this level and if you want to be successful in life. And I'll never forget him telling me that, because after that, I went into tackles like I was going to break someone's leg. And that's the way I went into tackles. And you can ask any of my college teammates. When I go into tackles with them, those dudes were freaking scared of me. And it's because I knew whoever's going to be the most mentally tough person is going to win. And this applies to your business. It applies to everything that you do. And I can tell you too, even when I started my business, I had many times where I was a little snowflake, where I'd face some adversity, I'd shy away from it. And then I'd always think about what my coach told me. And he was so right. Like, when you go into challenges hard, and you don't back away from them, then you have nothing to worry about. It's always the person that goes in soft is always going to get hurt. They're the one who's going to suffer the consequence. So I'm going to challenge you today. What is the one thing that's in your business that you're shying away from? And why are you shying away from it? How can you become more mentally tough so you can just run through that? You can run through that brick wall like it's nothing. All right, and use my story when I was a kid. Like, use that in your life. How can that apply to you? If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure and post it to social media. Make sure to leave us some feedback here. If you want a free copy of my book called The Startup Sports Business Academy, all you have to do is take a screenshot of the review that you leave me, send it to me on Instagram on the DM, and from there I will hook you up with free access to the ebook and the video series. It's our most popular program out there. We've had thousands of coaches who've gone through it, and I'd love to hook that up to you whenever you leave us that review. So that's it. I'll see you tomorrow morning.